Hey everyone, it's Pam with Organizer AZ911 here with another episode of my weight loss vlog series. Okay, I think we better start over. This funny thing happened on the way to filming this vlog. Now we have been walking the exact same route for the last 4 to 5 weeks, and we walk super early in the morning, like 6 o'clock we are out. And it's really nice, it's peaceful, quiet, no one's out. And but today, a little different story. From the get-go, when we started out today, we had people suddenly coming out of their houses, walking right behind us, or jogging towards us. The angle of the sun was really strange, so much so that when my daughter, who videotapes for me all the time, does the videotaping for me, her hand, the shadow of her hand, was right smack in my face, so we couldn't take it from the angle we needed. After that, we had cars driving by. There was also suddenly, out of the blue, maintenance for our neighborhood. They came with 2 huge mowers to mow the grass. Now we're in the desert. There's not that much grass around here. It's a lot of rocks. But suddenly they were out ready to mow grass that was nearby. We didn't even see where it was. And once the mowers finally passed us, we encountered a snake in the road where we were walking. Here's a video of that. Another visitor on our walk. Living in the desert. And a woodpecker off in the distance. It's just one thing after another. And with all the stops and starts and attempts to videotape, by the time we finally found a quieter place that we thought we could really get it done, my battery went dead in the camera. So it was just one thing after another. And now we have a plane going overhead. That's funny, you know? We're just gonna run with it, okay? So it wasn't the smoothest start to this video, but it was kind of on topic of what I wanted to talk about in this vlog. Now, if you've been following this weight loss vlog, you'll know that I started this journey about a year ago. And in that year, I have lost 50 pounds, which is a great amount of weight. But I really wanted to lose more because the first time I took this journey with my amazing trainer, Christy, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago, I lost 80 plus pounds in that same amount of time. So what happened that was different this past year as opposed to my first attempt losing weight? It was life. Life happened, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. If you've been following my weight loss vlog series, I actually have 2 on this channel. One that I started back in, I think it was like 2014, and my goal was in that weight loss series to show you that the path to organization and the path to weight loss are very parallel journeys. And I still want to continue showing those 2 parallel paths. So basically, whether you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to get organized, life often happens. And so many of us are struggling with either weight loss or organization. And where I can help people with organizing, I've often had to go to my trainer, Christy, to help me get my weight loss organized. So what is making these 2 journeys so hard? Why is it so hard for us to get organized, and why is it so hard for us to lose weight these days? And you know what the answer is? I think it's that life has changed. It's changed quite a bit. You know, I was thinking back when I was growing up. Life was much more structured, much more organized. Things were not 24/7. Stores opened at 9 in the morning and they closed at 5 at night. Okay, and most work schedules were 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. Everybody had dinner together. I remember growing up that everybody was concentrating on work from Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays were reserved for focusing on the home, kind of getting it back in order after a very busy week. We'd have my dad fixing things around the house that had broken, or painting, touch-up painting, or whatever project that was. And my brother and I were, you know, designated lawnmowers. He was on the ride one, I was on the push one. We'd be planting plants or whatever, you know, flowers. My mom would be out shopping for the week's groceries and getting meals prepared and things like that. Saturdays were geared for the house. And then Sundays were designated family days, where we either visited out-of-town family, or they came to visit us, or we just spent it with our family. Again, very structured. Nowadays, everything is 24/7. Nothing ever closes. Job schedules have varying shifts now, so no one's working the typical 9 to 5 job. We are working around the clock, and our schedules are no more like set at 8 hours a day. Oftentimes they can extend to 12 hours a day. And even for our kids, they go to school for 6.5, 7 hours, and then they have extracurricular activities where the sports will keep them out until 7, 8, 9 at night. It's kind of gone way off track with that, way too much, all of us. And our technology does not let us rest. People are texting and emailing till all hours of the night, overnight. It's like nobody can say, no, I'm closed, all right? And we're running in 100 different directions all the time. That crazy 24/7 schedule just isn't compatible with weight loss or organizing. So is it any wonder that when we get back home from this incredibly long, crazy, hectic day, that we just really don't have any of the energy to maintain either organization or weight loss? For example, with food, you come home at the end of a 12-hour day, the last thing you want to do is cook a healthy meal or put together a healthy meal, right? So you often seek out those instant meals which have no nutritional value and don't sustain you, so you eat more and more, or you just snack horribly. Or you just go ahead and go through the drive-thru and pick up some fast food for your meal, which again affects your weight loss. And in the case of clutter, you come home after a 12-hour day, you have a pile of stuff that's been in your car that you're carrying in. Do you put everything away? No, you're too tired. So you just drop it where you come in through the door. And for a real good example of that is mail. Shall we talk about that? We grab that mail out of the mailbox on our way into the house, and then we're just like, I am so tired, I'm not going to deal with it, and we throw it on the counter and we leave it just pile up there. That is how bills do not get paid and late fees are incurred. So basically what I'm saying is this new 24/7 society and the fact that we're constantly running has thrown both these parallel paths kind of off the beaten path. It's a lot harder to keep the clutter at bay when you're working 24/7, and it's a lot harder to follow your path of weight loss when you are running in every different direction. And then because you're so busy, that causes stress, right? And you feel this intense stress. And what do? Well, on the weight loss journey, we eat. When you're stressed out, you eat. That's just what we do. We seek out food as a comfort food, right? And in the case of clutter, what do? We run out, when we're feeling stressed, we run out and we buy something for ourselves. I hear so many people say, I just wanted to treat myself to something. And oftentimes when you're stressed out and you use shopping as medication to make you feel better, you are making impulse purchases, which will eventually just be clutter. So food becomes your pick-me-up, and shopping becomes your pick-me-up. Both of them are set to derail your path to organization and your path to weight loss. So that's basically what I wanted to bring to you in this vlog, is the fact that life is crazier than it ever has been, and sometimes we need to step back and slow down the pace of our life and gain control. Like I talked about in last week's video, I talked about gaining control, and sometimes gaining control means putting on the brakes to life, reducing those 24/7 demands in some way, shape, or form, so that you don't have that impulse to go out and buy something which will be clutter, or go out and need something which will equal pounds gained. So I hope you liked the information that I offered you in this video. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up. Poke that like button below, and if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and poke that subscribe button as well, and ring the bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. I'm Pam with Organizer AZ 911. See you next week.